Okay.
Okay, should I make you host?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, please share the screen.
I don't know. I haven't fully completed, but I was just trying to first establish the relationship between these objects first. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Right. I'm not sure whether this one is right or not, but so I've just plotted all the objects here: the customer contact policy, enroll policy, register claims, and claim process. So as far as my understanding, so the reason why I have mentioned one-to-many relationship with enroll policy, because the customer can have multiple policies, right? He can enroll in health or specific for eyes or no. So I thought maybe if we have multiple individual policies, a customer can enroll each of them, right? So I thought it is one to many, and and similarly the contacts. First thing I
So
asked you a question
see,
yesterday,
contact
right?
is having connections with customers, but that is default things. One customer can have as many contacts.
One customer can have as many contacts. Okay.
So it is customer contacts as already, but
So
default in
what are the
Salesforce.
fields and let's say, okay, can you explain me what would be the records in the contacts object and the customer object?
So that's already defined, no? Like a first name, last name, and email, phone.
Right.
All these
Let's
are in
say
contacts.
okay, let's say I'm joining as a customer. So as an individual customer in the record type, I will choose, I mean, I will be chosen as individual customer, and then my details will be provided.
Yeah.
So that will be a record in customer object. Okay.
Yeah.
And what records would be in contact? All these records will be here in contacts. I
See,
mean, my record.
customer is the parent object. Under that, they can have a couple of child contacts, right? If I say Google, Google can have as many employees. Employees, which I'm saying is contacts.
Okay.
If you say you are an employee Sysintly, or Sysintly is the account and you are the employee. So you are employee. Your information will be there in the contract. This is B2B scenario.
Okay.
We're talking only to a business, not to you directly. We're talking to
Right.
business.
So now a customer, I mean, let's say if you take a business customer, he will have multiple contacts even for the individual. So it is one to many.
Come again?
If you choose the business customer here, he will have multiple contacts, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So it is one
But in an individual case, which is B2C, which I'm saying, so contact and account are both the same.
contact and account.
It is having one to one there. It is not one to many there. A company can have as many employees. But if I say you are itself an employee, sorry, you are itself an individual guy, then how do I have a company for you? How do I have a contact for you? So it's one to one then. Same account, same contact. So that time it is. So which is not enabled in Salesforce as of now. It is like we don't have any personal account has been enabled so far. So that's the reason you cannot see such relationship here. So we should assume it. Suppose that I know enabling of the person account and contact would be similar when I choose the record type as person account.
Okay, this thing, I don't know why I'm not able to understand, but I'm confused
See,
with.
you are trying to create a new record type.
Okay.
You're choosing the record type, the screen which you wanted to get into either a business or a individual.
Right.
Individual something is like a person account which I'm saying.
Okay.
So when I say business customer, of course you have enough flexible to enter the company name, save it. Now add to contacts as many contacts you're adding, all are the employees. Is it this is simple, right?
Okay.
Isn't it? Isn't it simple? So you're writing company and your company associated, all the contacts are there. So
I'm
this is a
trying to relate.
this is
Um,
a B2B scenario. Absolutely, this is a B2B scenario. A company can have B2B and B2C along with it, or can be only B2C or can be only B2B. So we are trying to connect with both the case. Like we are saying that hey, you would be a business customer, you will also be an individual customer. Let's say for example, for your mobile you recharge for yourself, then you are individual customer, right? On
okay.
behalf of your company, you're trying to recharge for all your employees. So that's a business, right? That's a B2B. where you are trying to directly connect to the service provider. Your company is directly connecting to the service provider, and they are paying the bill on behalf of you. So you are
Right.
directly connecting to the service provider, and you are asking for no, I want a service, and I will pay the bill directly. So then you are an individual users.
Right. That the difference I understood when you
Hmm.
say, but I'm trying to visualize these two objects in the UI. How, I mean, what are the records, what are the fields will be here, and what?
Always contact and will have, sorry, always account, whatever you call customer, will have the child object called contact. So there is always no account, contact is the child of account. Contact is a child of customer object. So first that diagram should be there. I mean that link should be there. From a customer, draw a line to contacts. That is, from
Okay.
one customer can have as many contacts. Be it is a single or multiple, whatever customer will have a contact.
Okay.
Mm. So that is actually one to many.
Right.
So one customer can have as many contacts.
Okay.
So if you say that it is a tomorrow, it is a person account again. So we are restricted to have one to one only. One customer can have one contact. Ideally, both the same information they have it. So this is something when you enable a person account. I'm saying that okay, you are the moment you enter the account, a copy of account values all would be put into a contact. I'm saying it. Let's say your first name, last name, same value. They'll be in, it would be there in the contact also. So they are together combined. It is when you say person account. Now tell me what is the confusion that you have in the fields? Why you have to worry about the fields? If something that you have all the company information in your account, so then I say it is a business account. When I
Okay.
say your information is typically only about a person, then we say it is a simple person account. If you have a business accounts information, like say employees, website, other related to the company stuffs you will have in the business accounts. That's it. Those are the fields which differentiates you or which type of layout you wanted to perform through.
Okay. No, what exactly you do in the ER diagram, Khan? I mean, when you ask someone to draw
No,
the ER
here
diagram.
you written a customer. Write a few fields. You can enter hundreds of fields here. You can enter 20 fields. So simply put on a customer, you say that what are the fields are there in this object. Let's say um, the account number, account name, and employees, annual revenue. These are the fields. It is not
Okay.
something about you're differentiating there. You are a person or you are business. No, not like that. You should put all the fields here. You have a record type to segregate them.
Okay.
Like, you have a record type to segregate their individual page layouts. You're going to create a different page layouts. You can fit the respective fields which you want there.
Okay.
So those are your ideas. But no, ideally what this table will have. Let's say 100 fields. Okay, put out the 100 fields whatever you have here.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about the record type. You just have to have
Only put
all
the
the.
fields. Put,
Okay.
or you have to put only the fields which is there in the customer which you feel so. And while
Okay.
implementing, you need to make sure that okay, this guy will have a three different page layouts or two different page layouts. Each page layout will have these fields. Those are business use case, but we
Okay.
can't decide on to the at a layout level now. How what do you want to distinguish? So then your customer only will have three tables or three UI. So all this is not required. Simple customer table. What are the fields they have? Now from where to where this guy connected, what that particular return object table will have, what are the fields?
Okay.
So simple, yeah, this is more than enough.
Okay. And then for coming to the enroll policy and the contact, I thought each person can have multiple policies, right? But these two are similar. Each customer can have multiple policies, and every customer will be in this contact object, right? You said child and parent and child relationship.
So what you've done is correct. So enroll policy, either a customer and contact both are having the information into the enroll policy. That is correct.
Okay. And this is a list of products. I mean, nothing but policy items.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
each
yeah.
policy can be used in multiple enrollments, right?
That is also correct. Yeah,
And register claims. I thought one policy can be used for multiple
perfect,
claims.
perfect,
One enroll policy can be used.
perfect.
But similarly, let's say if I want, can I establish a relationship between these two, like enroll policy and policy? So let's say
So
if you take
you made a
one enroll,
relationship, right? A
I made
policy.
here, right? I made from policy to enroll policy. But
Hmm.
what I was thinking is, if you take, let's say, if you take one enrolled record,
Hmm.
so it will have a policy number, I mean policy name.
Hmm.
So each and policy will have only one-to-one relationship with the policy.
Why so?
Um,
See, one policy can be opted by thousands of people, right?
right. But if you take one record here, like let's say one enrollment record, someone has, I have enrolled for health insurance. That health insurance is the product here.
Yeah.
Okay. And that record, if you try to establish a relationship between these two, it has to be only one, because one enrollment, I can choose only one policy. I cannot choose multiple of them in one enrollment.
No, again, you can go create a new policy, new product. You will choose it, not the same one. You getting?
No, no, I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I understand what he's saying. So if you're enrolling for a policy, like for one application, you can choose only one policy. Again, if you want another policy, we have to again create another
New
application
record,
and
new record.
New record, right?
new record. Yeah.
Yeah, that is how it is.
So,
No?
But that I mean, the what do we call, the reason or the basic principle what I have followed while creating this establishment is, I took one record in each of these tables, and then I correlated it. Let's say if I take one record, one customer, he can have multiple policies, he can enroll in multiple policies, so I choose one to many. And
Hmm.
similarly for this one, and similarly for this one. And when I try to take this as a my what do we call, source, and then if I try to find the destination, like maybe a relationship, one record, one enrolled policy, it can, we can choose only one policy to create one enrollment record.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it is one to one relation.
No, it is not one to
no,
one.
yeah.
See, you went to enroll policy object. You are trying to enroll a new policy. So that time, what you're
Yeah.
doing is you click on new. You're having a
Yes.
window. You are trying
Uh-huh.
to fill all the form, and you're choosing one product now. Let's say
Yes.
health insurance. Saved.
Yes.
Again, you are eligible to still more to create new records. So you click on new. Now again you are choosing term insurance. Choose another product. So that way you are enrolling multiple products. Correct?
Right.
You are enrolling multiple products, right? You are not supposed to have only one insurance. You can have multiple insurance been enrolled with.
I
And
understand. I'm sorry.
you
I
go.
understand what you're saying, but Sandeep is trying to say that when you're enrolling first policy, you can only enroll one policy. To enroll another policy, you have to go again and enroll another
Yeah, do the
policy.
redo the same step. Do the create again.
Then
So
it would be one to one, no? Like one enrolling policy will, I mean, to enroll one policy, we have to enroll only one policy, like one to
no, no,
one.
no. No, you are talking about only about a record, about the a particular
Right.
record.
That's what I'm trying to say. I drew this diagram by taking only one record in each table and how it is
So
related
no,
to the.
it is not about the one record. It is
Okay.
about how you have accessible to that particular table. To that
Oh,
particular policy table,
Okay.
you can access the bunch of products from that policy, right?
Okay.
yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
okay, the one more thing is, let's say you chosen only one. Okay,
Okay.
you have chosen only one, but your enrollment of the policies keep growing.
Yeah.
Getting enrollment of the policies keep
Yeah.
growing.
So
Okay,
what is
fine.
the thumb rule here?
Today you say it is only one to you, but
Mhm.
how many number of people would have used the same policies to enroll? So
Right. I mean,
one
that I
policy.
understand.
Mhm.
But so far, my understanding was we need to take one record and to see how it is related to the other objects.
Mm.
But you are saying it is not that way. It should be the other way, right?
So one, so
Table wise.
as a
Table.
table wise, of course, you can enroll many number of records using the policies. Okay, now
Okay.
if you think that is a one policy, only one record I created. So is it one to one? Of course, only one to one. When you say it is, only you have chosen the record, and no one is else choosing that it is. Getting only one
Okay.
Oh,
policy. Let's say a term insurance, only you have chosen, and no one else chosen. Then it's one to one.
Okay.
Same term
okay.
insurance. If Tushira chosen, if I chosen, and then if Jamshul chosen, so one policy is been referenced four places. So it is one to many, right? So one policy only referenced in four places. So do not
Okay.
talk about only your scenario. Talk about others also. Only then it
Right.
makes money.
Okay. Why it has to be from here to here? Why can't it be from here to here, one to many, from enroll policy to customers?
See, customers are the one who are enrolling it, right? So they are the key source who are enrolling it.
Okay.
So without
Yeah.
you, no one can enroll, right? So you are the
Okay. So
key.
without policy,
See,
there
if
is
you go to
no
enroll policy
concept.
also, you are choosing your parent record. Who is a parent? Customer is a parent. Correct?
Yeah.
And
From
then we are
an
choosing
mm,
policy. Okay. So
enroll
those are
policy is a child
related.
object. Enroll policy is a child object. From there, while trying to get a child object record, you're choosing who are the parent.
Okay, now it makes sense. So we have to
Okay.
choose like
Yeah.
parent and child, and then we have to create the lookup field on the child, right?
Yes, yes. Because you are finding the parent. Hey, this enrollment for whom? Okay, this is for Jamsil. Okay, now which policy Jamsil would like to? Okay, now let's say health insurance. Okay, now she gonna put some whatever the term or whatever the duration, then she gonna save it. Okay, now the same the health insurance whatever she has chosen, someone also would have been opted, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is I go tomorrow take a report on the health insurance. So one health insurance, only one product, so many people have enrolled. So that is one too many, right?
Okay, I got it. So whenever you're trying to see or
For
establish
you,
a
for you, it may
relationship,
look only one to one. Hey, I've chosen only one record and one health insurance only have it. How can I have
right,
one?
right.
So
Yeah,
how it is used?
my understanding was different, but
So policy to customer, policy, I mean, one to many. Many will be for customer and one will be for policy,
no,
right?
it has to be many to many. One policy can have multiple customers, and one customer can have multiple policies, right?
Oh yeah, many to many.
So
Okay.
how do we establish? I mean, I know the theoretical concept. So when it is
Do not establish any policies to customer connections. Assume they all are different products, and there's those products we are just trying to use it.
no, oh, no, Kant. If I want to generate or establish a relation like many to many, the conceptualize we have to create a junction object, and it has to be child for both objects,
Yeah,
right?
your enroll policy would be junction here. Because when you go to a customer, you see enroll policy. You go to policy table, you see whoever enrolled there. So your name would be referenced in customers also, and the same thing your name would be referenced in policy also. Then the
But
enroll
it will
policy.
be look up for these two because every
It's okay.
customer does not have to have an enroll for policy and does not have to have I mean each policy does not have to have any
See, either
enrollment, so it is
lookup or a master detail you're using it. However, you're making the enroll policy as a junction, isn't it?
uh, right,
From
right,
enroll policy only you chosen customer as a parent. From enroll
yeah,
policy only you chosen a parent as a policy. So then you are having a junction between these two objects, right? Customer and a policy. That guy
yeah,
itself, enroll policy itself is a junction here.
okay. And similarly for registered claims, so each claim can have multiple policies.
So one more thing I want to say is enroll policy and register claims have a master detail so that if you delete the policy, their
uh,
respective claims may not be required. Customer let it be here. We don't want to delete a customer there. But
right,
whatever he enrolled a policy, he withdraw out saying that I don't want it anymore. Please give my amount, something settle it out, or do something. So
okay,
anytime we
yeah,
might delete the policies enrolled one. So whichever the
right.
enrolled policy we have, we're gonna claims whichever we have, we're gonna delete them off.
So here it is one to many because one policy, I mean, one policy or one product can be used for multiple claims. So I
Yeah,
thought it is
yeah,
one to
yeah.
many. And claim process.
Claim
Uh,
process is the child of claims you think. Sadly, claim process is all the fields which we have seen. That those tables which are they given, it is mapping to the respective of so their own area design or like a generic SQL table how they have defined it. We can put the what do you say? We can put claim process fields inside the claim design.
so here I can see these are the fields. Um,
See,
uh,
register claims and claim process. What is the difference we have there? So if I see, I'm just asking you to make a table of a child of register claim here. So one register claims can have so as many processes you see. But ideally, claim come back to the the email which I sent you. Register claim and claim process you can combine again. What maximum you have is status. Again, I have status there. Settlement date, approved amount. All I have in the above.
yeah,
So what you
one,
do is
one thing, right. Okay.
so what you do
Continue.
is what you do is claim process as of now you hold of this and we will have all these fields can be merged into register claims only for a simple
Because okay,
understanding. So
yeah,
you have a staff field, you have a staff field, you have the settled amount, settled day, settlement date, amount paid, all that you have it. But the guy who logs in, who is that approver or the claim approver who logs in, he will have an access to that particular field to edit it. Unless and until you don't give edit access to everyone.
one quick question here, Khan. So the reason I was not able to establish a relation between these two, because each claim will have only one processing. I mean, if
It
if
can
a
be
claim,
one to one there. Ideally, it can be one to one. But
yeah,
what I
that's
ideally thought is okay, a claim can have one process. They can have multiple process there.
exactly
Maybe
they can. Yeah.
I think you can re-register and reclaim it again, whatever it is. Again, it will be new claim because you're reopening it again.
Okay.
It is closed means you will try to
But
open them
still,
again.
the process will be the only one process for one each claim, right?
So
Not a multiple.
true, true.
Okay.
So what no later stage which I assumed is two tables. Why it has this? Because it has an SQL table, but they don't have a so flexible type of fields and relationship they have it, which is a very legacy type of a UI that is EI diagram which you shown yesterday. You can combine the claim process and the claim registers all the fields into one. That is what I'm saying. So register claims you have right,
Right.
which go back to your email. So you can add all the fields here. To the register claims only you can add all this.
Okay.
Let's say staff you put there, and
Uh-huh.
that's all. Staff. That's all.
Okay.
See
All
here,
right.
date of claim, amount claim, settlement date, approved amount, status, and what is it? Staff. Staff is basically user. So who is gonna verify onto this? So when every time a register claims goes, it'll automatically send for submit for an approval. Someone would be there to approve it because the claims you submit, the moment it is submit, it is assigned to an automatic to a user, and they will verify you if the claims is valid or not. And straight away they will reject the claim or approve the claim. I think claim process instead of having separately, you can merge them into the register claims. That is still more easy enough.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's my diagram for this.
So then your no your this thing has become very small. So you can extend the register what are the claims later on you wanted to pay a payment for them. Still now we say approved claim claims all that you say, but how the amount would reach to his destination bank. Then you can get a payment model inside this. So then overall it looks like a pretty good design.
Yeah. I mean, let's go slowly and let's
Yeah. What I'm
finish
saying
at
is policies, claims, all till to this level you bring it up. So then we'll add the payment model here to our
yeah.
claims. That's all.
Okay.
Now, if you have any questions, we can continue, or we'll just go more to Tushira's thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So we will continue with Tushira's diagram.
Okay, let me give me a control back. So
Let me
Tushira,
just do one thing.
what do
I'll
you want?
just paste my thing in the chat so that.
Yeah, so that is what I was about to ask.
Oh, okay, okay.
Tushira is smart. Can you send so make me as a host?
I
Thank
did.
you. Yeah, thank you.
I'll also send you the link.
Oh, car sales data model, account
Yeah.
products, buy a car, bank. What are these?
Um.
Oh, we got so
What?
many. Hold on, but let me open this up.
I mean, I didn't. I mean, it's account, product, man. Buy a car is another object.
Car sales data model. Okay, let me copy this.
But this one doesn't have self lookup. Is that okay, or I can go with other one? Doesn't I chose another one called apartment rentals?
Are you sharing your screen, Khan?
No, no, yeah, now I'm gonna do it. I was just opening this stuff. Okay. uh Customers, their address fine. Customer car features. Okay, now they get into a vehicle. So car sold. Customer payments we have here. Okay. Car loans we have here. Insurance policy we have here. This diagram sometime back I seen.
You did. If you want, I can move to other one.
It's okay.
I have another one in my mind also. I'll just paste that link.
Car sold. Car will have a loans object. Okay, what is the other one?
The other one is apartment rentals. I sent it in the chat.
Okay, both look pretty good. So
This
which
one is
one?
good? Okay.
No, both looks pretty good. Which one would you choose?
I mean, I'm
If you
okay with
say
both. Whatever
already
you can suggest me.
cars. Okay, let's say cars, features, models, manufacturers, call for sale. Buy a car, record type. We have car, model, manufacturer, down payment, insurance, loan bank.
I mean, you can just add whatever. I mean, this is what I thought of. You can add whatever makes sense. I just did this, and I can all. I mean, I just now realized two more: register for car loan and payments.
Mm-hmm. So something we can have here. Mm. Let me check for anyone who would have worked the car. What is this basically?
Car sales.
Hmm.
Oh,
I think sometime back I worked on this. I think
oh, okay, okay.
so.
I can
Account,
choose another one if you want.
no problem. So what is there in this?
Okay.
Do you know anyone of these Manasavani or Harika?
Mm.
No.
So they are central flux only. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's look at this. So so account where we call as a customer here. So customer name, customer number, phone, email address, whatever the account can be there.
Mhm.
Additionally, so they have contacts. Look at this. If you have doubt, Sandeep, look at this. A contact, a customers and a contact, how they will flow in. Now, if your contact is having a dependency on, let's say, policy enroll policy, we'll get into this way. Now, look at this. What we have is, so from contact and vehicle sold to, I will have a master detail relationship here because this is a guy who is selling out, very important, um, in terms of. So I have used a model where Tata Motors used vehicles and new vehicles. So this is cars for sale,
Okay.
right? I could have a cars for sale as a new or maybe an old one, which is used cars. So
Okay.
that way, so this is a B2B. If you think, if it is a B2B, okay, some company is trying to buy all the vehicles for their employees. It could be that way, or a car is bought by the individual users. Again, can be this way. See, it is always a business would be that. So it cannot always be only to business guys or only to consumers. Not like that. It can be directly. Of course, they can have a scenario to scenario where you are dealing only with the business guys. We are not worried about your consumers. Or people who are only worried about the consumers, they don't care about the business guys. Or they would have both the models present. Generally, both the models present is the one which is ideal state. They can also have business customers. They can also have the consumers. That's how the business expansion would be very high. So taking that in mind, so your account and customers contacts, whatever you're talking. So always it can be business customers or a person accounts also. So we are assumed as a business customers. Like a Cisco company is having a number of employees. So each an employee would be having been brought from the company as a company leased vehicles. So from via through Tata Motors. Right? So now that also could be, or someone is also selling the vehicles. You're trying to buy that, and you are not claiming to company. This is the vehicle which I bought, and since I am buying via through company, so some discount would be there. Why I have to mention the company? Because if you enroll the car via through a company, you have a less number of interest rate, and you be accountable for tax savings. So that is the reason we're doing this. You think
Okay.
so? Let's assume you have a customers, you have a contact, and what is the vehicles who are trying to sold to? So someone is trying to do vehicle sold to, who is actually trying to buy the vehicles.
Hmm.
Okay? Vehicles for sale is the one which is like you can say the number of products we have. So we have a customers, contacts, vehicle ID, vehicle category, register number, mileage, year of manufacture. All you will have in vehicles for sale. Either you can have a custom object or you can have a products you can use it. Now that particular products we are using it and then choosing to like vehicle sold is the person. What you do is you do choosing a type of a purchase. If a type of purchase you chooses loan, so then you should get into a loan mode. Okay? You should get into a loan mode where you should apply for the loan. Which finance company? So this basically vehicle loan would become a like how he is doing enroll policies, right? Like a junction. So that will be a picture here.
Okay.
So if you wanted
Uh,
to make something like your insurance finance company, and then insurance finance company is opting you for a car some loan, so then you are enrolling for some policies or a loan category. There you can have a products, or you can simply make this as simple custom objects and make vehicles for sale as a product. Anything you can make as a product.
okay. So I thought product as a car. I mean, the car which is about to sale. If you see
Of
in my,
course,
yeah,
vehicles for sale. What you can see here, that could be a product.
yeah. And I have a question here. So if the customer, so you said the type of purchase is down where vehicle loan, customer payments, and insurance policies, right? So how come the insurance policy isn't equal with customer payments and vehicle loan? I mean, insurance will come either through customer payments or, I mean, through vehicle loan, or if you give direct amount, how much amount the car is, you you either
No,
give it, you give
no,
the whole amount,
true,
right?
true. That is a point. Is true. So either the customer payments or you can choose opt for loan. Is it
Yeah,
correct? Right?
those two will come under type of purchase, right?
Where it is type of purchase.
I mean,
Huh.
there's
So
the
that's what I said.
field in,
So that is what I said. Loan or cash. If you see
yeah,
vehicle
yeah,
photo, loan or cash. Cash means you're directly paying the payments. Okay, that's it.
yeah,
Now vehicle loan you're choosing for loan. So then you have
yeah.
another table.
Though you give cash or though you give loan, the insurance will come after giving payment, right? It won't come like in the type of purchase. I mean, I just got confused here by the diagram where
Uh-huh.
insurance policies is equal in
Not equal
these.
it is. It is the child of the vehicle sold to. Every vehicle which you purchase will have a insurance documents, right? Or insurance record.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just making
Oh,
it
okay,
is
okay.
it is a child of vehicle sold to.
Then customer payments and vehicle loans should have a relation with insurance also, right? No, I don't know.
Mm,
I
so
mean,
ideally, what we do is, yeah, it could be. So on a, let's talk a general thing. So when you want to buy a car, what happens? So that is the a key thing will help you out. That is a real time scenario, right? So by doing that, you can understand. So you went to buy a vehicle. So the moment you buy a vehicle, you deposit the initial amount, or you try to pay the full amount. So the moment you pay the full amount, including the insurance only, you will pay it.
yeah.
So that is added on. So the moment when we say in the vehicles also a checkbox should be there. Actually, we've implemented that. So there's a checkbox in the vehicles also object. Do you opt for insurance? If that particular checkbox is checked, then insurance amount is added to customer payments
Oh,
by default. And when he is choosing that and he is no the amount is added there, he's paying there. One insurance policy record by default we created it, and we set a duration there. Getting
okay.
so.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is we are trying to create a insurance policy for him. I think customer payments, which is making here is, um,
In the scenario what you said,
I
um,
think what you would get confused is insurance also is a type of an amount. Well, then where I will pay it if I try
yeah,
to create
I
a new
mean,
record.
if you buy a car, obviously you need an insurance. Insurance means you commit, it comes with money only, right?
True, true. So for insurance policies, again you can have a link to customer payments.
Yeah.
From insurance policy, of course, you create a new record of an insurance policy. So again, there also some amount, XYZ amount would be inserted. So the moment you try to insert, then he should pay for it. The amount is paid or not, it depends all on to the customer payments. Yes, you can have another relationship here from insurance
Okay.
policy to customer payments. See, it was very flat to understand a vehicle sold to either is buying by the loan or by cash. Via cash, okay, customer paid a payment and then he moved out. If he pays via through a loan, then loan is going to get to take place via through some finance companies. They're going to provide it. Like
If
say,
the okay, sorry. If the customer doesn't want insurance, then how can I portray it in the ER diagram?
I think insurance is so mandatory. We can skip it out.
Yeah, I mean, this
Think about
use
think
case which you
think.
said
Mhm.
before, I just got that question. That's it.
Hmm.
Or else I
No,
wouldn't
I
have.
why I got that is because we know it's not no in real time it is mandatory, but in the
Yeah.
ER diagram, like maybe a company wise, they can have an option called as yes or no. So that's the reason I was having a checkbox there. So the checkbox indicates yes, I want to opt for insurance. If the
Yeah,
checkbox
yeah.
is chosen,
When, yeah, yeah. That's why I got that question. But it's okay. I'll just put the insurance under payments and loan.
payments and loan.
Yeah, insurance comes, I mean, not under it. Relation.
Now tell me one thing. So vehicle sold to can have vehicle loan. Actually, vehicle sold to So he's trying to get registered for a loan, or he's trying to pay the payment, or is trying to get an option opt for insurance. I think why I kept opt for insurance is separate is so ideally when you opt for insurance again you need to connect with the payment. That's the only thing. Let it be the same way, no problem. You
Uh,
getting? You let the
no.
insurance policy be here, but they will have a connection with customer payments.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was telling. I'll
That's the
just put
only.
the
That's the only.
hello.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm audible, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hmm. So the only one change would be there for you is have a customer payments in the insurance policies under that also. Because he's trying to do monthly payments or maybe yearly payments, whatever he's doing. This again would related to payments only.
Yeah.
You know? So while trying to create a payment, so you can say that this particular vehicle we are trying to sell, and this is the XYZ amount, and this is how we're going to pay it. Again, while trying to create a new payment, you're going to say that hey, for this insurance, I'm going to do a payment. So that way, payments also could be what like it can be junction between the vehicles and the insurance, whatever. or
Okay.
it can have look up to the customer payments. That's more than enough, I think. So insurance becomes um, kind of a parent, and the customer payments becomes a child. Why? Because for this insurance policy, I'm paying the payment. You getting? For
Uh,
insurance, for insurance policy, customer payments would be the downside.
yeah, I understood what you're trying to say.
Mhm.
Insurance policy, customer payments, and vehicle. What about vehicle loan?
So vehicle loan is also a type of processing.
Purchase. Yeah, it will also come under policies, right? No.
No, no. See, these are the two different types of categories we're talking about. Where how do you buy a vehicle? So via through cash or a loan. So if you say loan, so loan is taken over. So loan company is taken over of all of your amount, and they are doing customer payments.
Yeah. Oh.
So what you do is customer payments you have linked to vehicle loan, customer payments you link to insurance. However, someone is doing a payment. Maybe a finance company is paying the payment on behalf of you.
Okay. Got it.
Then for a car manufacturer, they will end of the day they'll get money. Someone is doing finance, we don't care. But amount I received or not, that is matters.
So you want me to put customer payments as the parent and then vehicle loan and insurance policies as child, or
No, no,
just insurance policies as child, right?
no. Let the vehicle loan be there only.
Hmm.
So customer payments go under the vehicle loans. Customer payments go under the insurance policies. So when you do vehicle loan also, where you are doing a loan, of course, s- some check or DD has been transferred from the finance company to whom? To the company, right? So at that time they have to enter the amount. So we say payments. So basically, customer payments or a payment object should be under the child of a vehicle loan. You getting?
What if the customer is going? I mean, the scenario you said, the customer is giving the whole cash and then
Let
getting
that
a
be
car.
separate. Let that be separate directly linked to vehicle loan. So, vehicle sold to. In other two use cases,
Oh,
like vehicle loan also can have a payments. Insurance policy can also have a payments, right?
yeah, I understood what you said, but you said the other one can be another object, you're trying to say, with cash,
Not
right?
object. Same customer payments is the only one object which is directly the customer payments is directly linked to vehicle sold to. I agree with the first point. Sometimes, on the vehicle loan, what do is you can also have a child object called customer payments. See, one object
Okay.
only I can have multiple references, right? Like that. I'm just having references here.
Okay.
This
So do you
this
want me
payments.
to add
So
any?
when I directly go to vehicle sold to, if I see a customer payments directly there, then this guy is paid by a cash. Done. No loan, no insurance. Maybe if you opted for insurance, I can have again vehicle sold to. What happens is if you go to vehicles sold to, which I named it is vehicle sold to. Under these, what you can see in related list, you can see customer payments.
Hmm.
So under this again, what you can see customer payments. You can see insurance.
Hmm.
Insurance. What is that? Insurance policies they have. Okay, insurance policies. Another one will have also called as loans. So could be vehicle. Correct. So these are the three related list would be there. These are called related list. That means in the related list you can see all the child objects, right, of a vehicle sold to.
Yeah. So
So
sorry, I'm
none.
confusing you. Can I put a relation between customer payments and insurance policies?
Yes, of course you have to do it.
Yeah.
So that is what
Yeah.
I'm saying here. So these three
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
enter in the related list. If you go to vehicle sold to, go to related list, you see all these three. Now
Mm.
let's say some guys entered directly some amount here, think that this guy directly paid amount. If you
Hmm.
don't find any record here, then if you find under the amount under the customer payments here, so vehicle loan is a record. If a record you found that, so let's say this way, customer payments. So
Hmm.
CIP some CUP cup 001. This is a record.
Hmm.
Amount is this. You think this is a record? If you don't find something like a record is here, somewhere in the vehicles you should find in the vehicle related list.
Yeah. Yeah.
So some VHL something you think, and 001 that's a record name, and then he applied for how much? Again, amount could be again. See all the whole amount they have sanctioned. Now if you find this something like this amount, vehicle loan has applied for. So now you have to choose who is your vehicle loan vendor. Could be
Like the
so some bank,
finance.
some bank.
Okay, bank.
So vendor, some financial institution is a bank. So that vendor who is this financial institution, what they talk is finance companies. So finance company name, their other details all will be there here. So
Okay.
basically, I'm saying
Okay.
who is the vendor here or a finance company. So vehicle road record you created. What is amount? A car sold to, car model or whatever XYZ, all will get it here. Or you can simply say sold to whom. So that particular guy information is here.
Sold to will be okay. I mean, sold to will already be in the vehicle sold, right? Customer is there.
Huh, I'm saying so to whom we are referencing here. That will be here already.
Oh yeah.
That field would be there. Don't worry, that field would be there. Since already you created a relationship, that field I'm saying. Vendor,
Okay.
there's always there. If this record is found, if this record is found, if you open this particular record under this related list, under the vehicle loan related list, if you open this record, I'm saying vehicle loan, if you open under their related list, you can see customer payments again. Because this customer payments is now child of vehicle loan, correct?
Oh.
Now, why we say is because this amount you've been applied for the vendor ICICI Bank. Now, ICICI Bank would sanction.
Okay, all the customer payments details will be in the customer, though it is a loan or a cash.
Loan, cash, whatever it is. Yes, of course.
Whatever it is, it will be in payments. But for vehicle loans, only the loan customers will be there.
Even for insurance, he has opted for policy. Even he is
Yeah. I
he went
understood
on
that.
he went on for this, and then let me put this
Yeah.
insurance policy and car same that what sold
Yeah.
to, how much amount. Let's say here
Company.
you have a, let's say this is amount, right? Let me come to as a vendor. So you choose vendor who is the insurance vendor, and then for how much amount you are taking to know duration. Let's say 5 years duration. 5 years duration you're taking it, and it is a percentage calculated. The vehicle value and of their 5 percentage is the what loan amount you have to pay. Sorry, insurance amount you have to pay. 5%
Oh,
of
yeah.
5% of car value
Okay.
into 5 years, whatever. So this is
Yeah.
the premium amount you think.
Yeah.
Now, if he's interested in the month, so then you can calculate by month and say the price. If you're interested for the 5 years, we'll go. So you show the duration. Based on the duration, I calculate and show the insurance premium. Now, every insurance premium, again, I have a payments, right? Customer payments. Every insurance also will have payments, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm
As it is
saying,
related.
yeah. So what I'm saying is a vehicle sold to can have a customer payments. Let's say what if he pays a down payment of 2000 and then other amount are vehicle loan. However, he paid some payment here. So that amount, vehicle loan some amount, insurance again some amount. Everywhere payments are linked,
Okay.
isn't it?
Okay. Can I just ask one silly question? It will be very silly. So, though the customer payments and vehicle loan are not related, like though these two doesn't have a separate relation, the customer payments will show the vehicle loan because these two are the what do you call child of vehicle sold to. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
So
thank you.
customer payments is end of the day, they're child for everyone. For vehicles
Okay.
sold to, for insurance policies, for vehicles, whatever it is. Because you are just entering a data here. So the moment you are entering a data, payments mechanism you need to have somewhere, isn't it? So I can't say vendor this policy payment. paid or not. So if I do also, where I'll calculate that amount? All if it have in a customer payments, it will be more sense to me. So tomorrow I can go to this particular vehicle sold to customer payments. I can see whatever the payments he has been paid so far. Okay, this guy paid for insurance, this guy paid for vehicle loan, this guy paid for down payment. All I'll get to know for that particular
Hmm.
customer. So that will be easy, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
get a
yeah.
report. So this is one change which is I'm expecting there. So I have put a customer payments, just is buying by the cash. Then simply loan, simply insurance, because we didn't include the payment mechanism that time. So if you do a
Hmm.
payment a perfect way, then this is the right to do it. Because however in every place we require a payment.
Yeah. Okay.
So otherwise, so vehicles sold to people are giving feedbacks and comments, so they can have a master detail. Why? You have been purchased the vehicle. You getting?
Yeah, yeah,
You have
yeah, yeah.
purchased the vehicle. You can have a comments to it. Yes, I have bought from this particular vendors. They are very absolutely good.
Got it.
So sale type you can be having a used vehicles and new vehicles. You can have a record types and different page layouts because we can't assume for a new vehicle I might have few things which is like year of manufacture features I would have. For new vehicles you don't have a register number yet. Vehicle ID you don't have yet. Simple things you will have here. For used vehicle you have much more information. How many kilometers it is run through. Getting
Okay.
so two different
Okay.
variants we have. So for a vehicle for a sale you can have multiple fields here. So then
So,
differentiate by pages.
okay. Then I have a question here. Then why didn't there are okay? So there will be a checkbox. I'm assuming, just assuming, in how do we implement? So there'll be a checkbox where it'll be used vehicles, and then for used vehicles there will be the vehicle ID.
No, 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 no.
My
No, so far, like say when I for Hyderabad Kukatpalli other we think what we did. So we just went on to the account. We tried to create new. So we got a three options there. Hey, are you wanted to have a open a restaurant or a
yeah.
business customer or individual customer? Three options we got, right? So the one
Hmm.
which I select based on the next UI page, what page layout would be related to respective things. If it's a business, so then I have all the company related information all there. If it's an individual,
Yeah.
I don't have that. Same here
Yeah.
also. So when you say used vehicle or a new vehicle, you choose new vehicle. You have few fields which is related to new vehicle.
Yeah. 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 That's what I was about.
If it
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
if
Got.
it says a used vehicle, so then I would say the bunch of other fields where used vehicles will already have a track. Let's say kilometers, how much it is run. For new vehicle, we don't have that.
Hmm.
So if you
Hmm.
segregate the two different layouts, it will be easy enough. So ideally, if you say that is a checkbox or something, you say radio button, you use it as a record type. I'm saying it like how we did.
Okay, okay, got it. So if we click that record, another page should pop up where there will be
Based
related.
on new say vehicles, you assume that what are the new vehicles would have a basic things you put there. How are you
Hmm.
going to create all the fields in vehicles for sale? But you're segregating the layout and fields, whatever, based on the need that you're
Okay,
choosing the layout.
okay, okay.
So Sandeep, for you, if you just make an use of saying a customer at the no side where you put what are the customer type can be, you put this way, like say business customer, a person customer, person account, you can put this.
Hello. Hello.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Hello, yeah, my internet connection is unstable. Says
yeah. I was saying that we already spoke about it to have to that you have record type for customer.
just I'm saying in your ER you specify like this. I'm saying so that way
Yeah.
we'll get to know. That will get
Okay.
to know some days after also if you see we'll
Okay.
get to know okay this is a record type sale type you say record type like say customer type or something you say so we can have this we can assume this is a record type and if you are renaming the account then you can put a renamed account to customers so this all will make you know use of what you're trying to do and look at this Tata Motors used vehicle new vehicle so I have to do two use case I think so from looking at this
Okay.
so you can recollect quickly you by seeing your ER diagram. That is what I'm saying. After some days, if you see, you should not be like panicked. I don't know when
Yeah.
I did this. Maybe so in the month of March. I think almost a year before. This is Feb and this March. 11 months before we did it. So
Okay.
this was batch 27. So at that time, so look at
So oh
you go ahead.
yeah, one question is, so for me, my I mean, my application should be only for the business people, not for the personal accounts, right? That's what you're
No,
trying
I
to
didn't
say.
get you. I didn't get you.
You said, I mean, this is only for the business people, right? Not for the personal account. If there's a personal account, as you suggested for Sandeep, I can also have another one saying that personal and business.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It
Okay.
all depends on you what type of what is schema that you're gonna build it here. So I assume it is a B2B. Then only some company is gonna have my employees to buy all the stuff. So in their portal they can go choose the vehicles whichever they want. So we are offering them for some interest-free, percentage. So you see, whatever we give an opt of 10 percentage free, a flat discount. So he can play the directly 10% discount. He can opt for it. No, he says that no, I will opt for a insurance, sorry, vehicle loan. Companies already many people have tied up to us to give some loan to us. Let's say you work in XYZ
Hmm.
company, your company is
I
helping out
got
with
it.
these many options. So they're asking, you want to do vehicle loan, take it. You want to do payment, do it. Of course, you have to
Yeah.
take an insurance, I'll do it. But you have to mandatorily buy a vehicle. So so that is a cost we have. Then if you do that, you will do a tax savings. If you don't do, then we will take a tax of you whatever the amount of your salary. So that way you have options to buy new vehicles and old vehicles. Again, that flexibility is they're giving because they don't want it to make a noise here. It's their
Hmm.
wish of an employees. So think in that B2B scenario here. If you want to get a B2C, so then it's you wish to have just a personal account, you have to get it. So again, there's no big difference at all. There you say Cisco Mr.
Yeah.
X, so both customer and a contact would be same Mr. X only.
Okay, so you're saying any one, either B2B or B2C, any
Yeah,
one.
you can get it both also, no problem there. I mean, we are
Then
assuming it's a B2B there and B2C here.
okay, I'll just go with small. I don't want to complicate stuff. I think
Now
I'll
do the
go.
same way what we're doing it here, like assuming some XYZ vehicles company. So you have all contacts and doing it.
Okay.
I don't know why you get confused when I do merge with customer and a contact. So that is one to one I say. When you are individual guy, you yourself your company, yourself your contact. So that's a person account. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but that's confusing since yesterday for me. When you told Sandeep, I mean, for the data model, I'm pretty confused since yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys still have any questions there, um, Salesforce account type. Hmm. Person account just to store information about individual consumers. By default, accounts and business contacts, which stores companies and organization information. Personal account are different compared to business account in Salesforce. Personal accounts don't have contacts. Look at this. Someone has put this tutorial. You can check this. You just see what is the difference between a personal and a business account. Then you get to know. Okay, take this example only. He has given when the person account is enabled, we don't have a contact at all. Combination of contact and account in other one in just an account. So if it is a business account, I say contact would exist. If I say if your person account, contact and account are both are merged and made as a single one. So these guys won't have a contact. They themselves becomes the account, whatever it is. So you just find the difference between the
Okay.
business account and a what is the difference between the Salesforce accounts, business account and a person account. So they will give a slight difference. Don't just go to the student and all. Read through the um, Salesforce help. Official Salesforce website, they're not having it. Shit. Okay, you just see business versus person account, and then you get a difference there.
Okay.
Okay, Jeff Doggles is posted. Very good. Right. This is the author who has written Trillet.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Doggles is the author of Trillet. So he has given working with person accounts in Salesforce. If you enable only, then this will get it. So they are saying that what are the fields you'll have in person account? My person account. What are the fields would be there in person account? This is very useful. Take this, guys.
Got it.
So the guy who is Jeff Doggles is the guy who written the trailer. Okay. So just go through this, guys, and then we'll come tomorrow.
Okay.
So otherwise, do you have any other questions here, James? Mr.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The last one. The ER diagram. So in this diagram, it's like they did it in the paint and they pasted the below. Um, you actually showed us how to create an ER diagram in Salesforce, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
So
Yeah.
once
Can
after
you
you
just show again?
once after you go to an object manager, and then
Hmm.
no, it's not drawing. It's all about you create and then you see preview there. So they would be constructed like that.
Oh, you can't draw there?
No, it's
No,
not.
you can create
Oh.
objects. You can create objects.
Okay. I thought we can.
So
I mean, when you double click there, the object came and okay, I understand. Sorry. Then
mm,
I'll give you a raw diagram.
mm.
I thought we could do in
No,
this
you
way.
can do a raw diagram and then whatever. The post you can give connections between the objects and then choose only object which is relevant to your project. So if you choose then it'll come like this. Then you can send a snapshot of this also is fine. So this is the
Okay.
typical. So if Sandeep was asking, hey, this is account, I know what are the fields. So this is how it is. Fields all the bunch it will be. If they see more fields means they have so many tons of fields. Then other fields also there here.
Okay.
What we need
I'll
to
just
do is
give you.
ideally we need to have a relationship. Look at this one to many. One account
Yeah,
can have
yeah,
as many
yeah, yeah,
payments.
yeah. This would be a professional way once we create all the objects. I'll
Ah,
give you first a raw diagram and then let's go ahead
same
with
thing.
it. I don't want to.
Whatever we draw, the end results we should have the same. If
Yeah.
then we are very good with the approach.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, done.
So
And
again, yeah.
yeah, okay. No, let finish with Tushira, then I'll respond.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I have a question. So how do we determine whether it is a lookup, what do we call master detail or lookup relationship?
Where?
Can I share my screen and
Yeah,
show the
go.
diagram? Okay. And how do we determine which one is the parent and which one is the child? Okay, I think you have to make me as host.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Right. Uh,
So you should make sure that if I delete a record, the child record should be deleted.
okay.
So that is where you make it a census as master detail. If delete a record where my child record need not to be deleted, it's not necessary also. then have a lookup
Okay.
relationship there.
Right. So between these two, one should be whenever there is a relationship between two objects, one should be a parent and one should be child, right?
Always. So you
Okay.
would have chosen the relationship. Like say for account and contact, but default sales was given a relationship. So again, we don't want to reiterate the same.
Okay. And this one is whenever you delete the business contact, business account or
Customer.
customer, it has to delete all the contacts associated with that.
So yeah, check that. So what type of a default relationship sales was holding? So go to a customer, go to account, create a contact, delete the account only. Now check go for search for contacts still exist or not. If they exist, then they are lookup. If they don't exist, they are master detail.
Okay.
You getting?
Right. You want me to look it now or just
No,
asking
you
for?
can look. You can look at later. Also, no problem. Create an account, create a contact, delete the account, and still search for the account. Still search for the contact who is a child is available or not. If not available, then they are master detail. If they are available, then they are lookup. Otherwise, if you see here enroll policy, okay. If I delete the customer only, then why I need to have enroll policy?
Okay, 1 second. Let me go through. So now this is a master detail. You said you want me to look it up. Okay, I'll say this one.
You look out for.
Okay. And for these two, customer and enroll policy, if you delete a customer, whatever the enrollments he has
Now
been
it has a
in.
dependency there. So if a customer and a contact, if delete, sorry, if a customer is deleted, contact is deleted, then why we have to have an enroll policy? It depends again. A chain to you. You're getting? If you delete a customer,
Are you talking
if
about the
if if
contact? I
if you
just
delete a
wanted to be
customer, if you delete a
okay.
customer, contact itself is not available. So then all this both the two guys went off. What we do with enroll policy then? So better
Then
to
we should not have the direct relationship between customer and enroll policy then, right?
Yeah, I
yeah. I
why
mean, but he has a two different scenarios where he has a business account plus personal account, right? So that's the reason I made it. So
okay. Let's say I've deleted
firstly,
the personal account here, personal customer here.
hmm,
So whatever the policies he has enrollment, those has to be deleted. So it is a master detail relationship.
should be if not also is okay. What I wanted is if you delete a customer, your contact is getting deleted or not. Check that first. If a contact is getting deleted, then make sure it is a master detail. Why? Because contact only went off. What should I do with the enroll policy?
Okay, I'm trying to talk about these two. Why you are going this route?
Why? Because if that guy is not there, then why enroll policy? I'm saying. Anyway, you deleted a customer. Their child record is already went off. So then I don't want to do your policy also here. Make sure that is a master detail. I'm saying. You getting the point? So
No,
you're when you're trying to make sure about a customer and enroll policy, if
take
customer is not
one
hello,
second. So in customer, you can have two types of accounts, two types of customers. One is business customer.
can you do one thing? Go, let's say directly see that. Create a simple account, simple contact. You delete the customer, and let's see the contact is there or not. So then we'll decide on this. So what I'm trying to say is, customer and account they are dependent somehow to the enroll policy.
No,
Why? Because
I'm totally getting confused between these two concepts, customer and contact. Why you are talking about those two always?
No, for a business account,
We
you
have a
need a
contact,
contact.
right?
But
That
for
I
a
understood.
personal account, you don't need a contact.
That's what I was asking when I delete a personal customer here.
Then
Uh,
the enroll policy will delete. You
so,
won't have any contact with the contact.
so is it a
true. Master detail only it should be. I wanted to make sure whether it should be master detail or firstly check with the customer and a contact to delete that scenario. You do it and check. I'm saying. See, making master detail go off vanish of the enroll, it is easy. Of course, deleting customer and going off with the master detail is what is enroll policy is easy. Check on to the other side. I'm saying. So you should not be focused on only one area. You should be focused on other area also. Since you have a dependency from a hierarchy where you have a business and a person. If it is only
okay?
business to business, then I would have said no relationship from the customer to enroll policy at all. Direct from contact to enroll policy only.
Okay,
So we have a two circle here. You see, you only make the circle there. So then we have to see the other side also, right?
right. Other side, it is only for business customers. It is not for personal customers. You have two layouts here and two different types of records here, right?
Okay, now let's do one thing. Go to account, create a contact, and delete the account. See, tell me what is the result. Then we'll do the next step. I'll tell you.
Uh, Sorry for prolonging one question. If I mean, okay. So, what are you trying to say? Like, I really didn't get it. I was clear with if a personal account is deleted, then that enroll policy will delete it for that person, that
Correct, correct,
particular guy.
correct, correct.
In business, if for example, if a person account is deleted, then the contact that enroll policy will be deleted for that particular contact, not for the customer,
Correct.
right? Then what are you trying to say now? This is what I understood.
Now, so till so far, you're talking business customer and individual, what is a person account also. So both are we
Hmm.
have here, and both are when you're talking, it is both are an account only. So end of the day, they are a simple object. We have a type. We say business, we say person. They are types. You getting?
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
Hmm.
end of the day, they are the object. Now I wanted to make from the object strict relationship or a loose relationship, loosely coupled. I wanted to just understand, should I make it a stricter relationship, like say master detail, or I wanted to make loosely coupled. See, via through loosely coupled also we can delete the record of the child, whichever it is. So why I'm making it is, tomorrow if you delete the customer and the contact is not deleted, still there's a orphaned way. So then in orphaned way to get rid of this, how do we resolve this? I'm thinking in that way. So for that simple example is you delete a customer, see whether the contact is vanished or not. So then immediately we'll take a decision. Yes, we need to have a master detail because we will have a strict relationship. The moment the customer is deleted, already we can delete the contact also.
Okay. uh, but for
Again,
my
again, again,
understanding,
again for the enroll policy also would be master detail only. Just I'm saying on a simple note.
Let's do one thing, Kant. I just don't want to have this confusion anymore. I'll just have go with only one customer. Either it is,
No,
business or a
no,
person.
no, no,
yeah.
no. Let it we have we have to have this. Don't think that there's a confusion here. Okay, do make it simple as a master detail here. From a customer,
Yeah.
you have a master detail to enroll policy. You deleted a customer, no more policy should exist.
No more policy.
This is what I saying from the beginning. The customer itself
Right,
is not
Hmm.
right.
there, then why policy should be there? Check
But
relationship
for
on the other side as saying where a customer and a contact we have. Check what happens. Are they by
yeah.
Salesforce by default the standard one is a lookup. So if you simply create a record, you will get to know.
Okay. One second. So whenever you see a relation this in this way, so this one will always be the parent, and this one will
Enroll
always be
policy
the child.
always a child. Yeah.
Not in this case, but let's say if the diagram is written like it is one to many with enroll to policy. Let's say
Hmm.
this is A and this is B. If it is one to many from A to B,
Hmm.
then A will be the parent and B will be the child.
No, no.
Or
Wherever you see, like say customer, you see only one line it is. Wherever you see policy, three lines are there. So then they are the child. From there, from them only you would have created a relationship to policy.
okay, so wherever we have these three lines, this will be the child
Yes,
for any
yes, yes,
for
yes,
this one or this one or this one.
yes. Because they are child,
Oh,
they can be many.
Okay,
then for register claims, enroll policy is the parent. I
parent.
mean
Yes,
master.
yes, yes, yes.
Got it.
Okay, can an object be child and parent together?
Yes, of course. You see,
Yeah.
enroll
Yeah.
policy.
Okay,
They are
right.
itself
And now,
someone's child. They are itself someone's child, and they are also the parent of someone.
okay,
Like claims.
and now if I take policy and enroll policy, what kind of relationship? So if I delete a policy, whatever the policy that were enrolled for
It should
this,
be
it
look
has
up.
to
It should be look up
look up.
because
Okay, why? Hello.
How can it be a lookup?
why I'm saying look up is because if you delete the enroll policy, a product.
No, if you delete a policy, all the enrollment that has been done with that policy has to be deleted. So it is
What happens, in that case, if it is what happens is if you delete a policy, your enroll policy, whoever is registered to that claims, how much amount you have paid, everything will go vanished.
if the policy itself is not there, then why do you have to pay them and why do you have to process those claims?
So ideally, then in that case, we need not to delete a product. We need to inactivate the product. It should not be delete one.
Hmm.
You're getting up. So only if you go to a products, you don't have a delete option. I mean, delete option there, but still we have an option of inactive and active. So we can't delete a product where already it has been used by so many people. Let's say today an example of Visual Force we have. Say they are not depreciated unless and until many people are still using it. If they delete that concept or depreciate, so if so many projects are implemented with that, so all they would be impacted, right?
Oh, so inactive means the
Products,
customers who are already enrolled will not be affected, but the future will not use it. That's what
yes,
you're trying to
yes,
say.
yes, yes.
Okay.
New products when I try, I mean new people when they're enrolling it, I will not show that
Yeah.
record to them at
Okay.
all.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
What I was doing is in this case I want to be have a lighter phase. You are deleting a policy, then whoever is so far registered, so they all will be impacted. So,
Yeah.
so that model.
Okay.
Now let's say it is so stricter that you deleted a record. Now whoever, I don't know how many number of people are involved in this, how many number of claims are made for that particular policy. So all this information would be lost if you have so stricter. Tightly couple will do this, right? So delete one and then whoever supporting it's all then delete it off. On the above side, again, so we don't make it a master detail. We make again a customer's active or inactive. Always we want customer information to go back and check what he has done in the past. You
Oh
getting?
God, okay.
So we don't want to delete any
Understood.
customers. So that's the reason I wanted to make us look up him saying, okay, if you do strict role master deletion also, so make the customer as an inactive so that it don't impact that level. We want to model to delete of anything unless and until something like a feedbacks, comments, oh, okay, you deleted this, it not require anymore. That makes sense. Even the policy also will become active and inactive. So again they don't have a delete options because this is all dealing with the financial stuff. If they delete the original, whoever paid the amount on what XYZ did, all will be deleted.
Hey, one question. So now I want to. So now you're saying customer and enroll policy will be a LICOP relationship. So I need
No,
to
let it
create
have
a.
a master detail, no problem, let it have master detail.
Okay,
See, you
let's
You're
say.
make an
just
make an option as a customer active or inactive. That makes sense, a simple thing. So I don't want to delete the record, let's say make it as inactive. Done. So I don't
Okay,
worry about the inactive customers. I worried about only the active customers. So why I don't want to delete the option of a customer is because I would lose all his information, whatever he's done in the past. What if I is a very good customer? He had 4 to 5 policies enrolled, and even though for 10 years he was good. Now if I delete him, everything go off, right?
so you
So
want me to make it as a lookup and make the customer as in active or inactive. We don't
no,
delete
basically
them.
we don't give an option to delete for reps or some other guys. We don't give that option only to them. We just make an option to give inactivate, activate. That's it. Delete is so dangerous.
yeah.
Let's say we have a master detail only. Perfect. That is still perfect case. If customer is not there, don't want any policy or enroll the system. We don't want it at all. But we don't give delete options to the lower level profile guys, let's say sales guys or some other guy. We don't give that options. Rather, we say in them to edit the record. You can deactivate them, like say inactive or activate them. That's it.
Can we reconnect again? I think it's about to end. A few minutes, maybe
Yeah.
5 10 minutes.
Yeah. Sure.
I gave you permission. Can't you can do whatever you want now.
I can record now. Done. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. So now it is master detail between these two. So now we
So
have to
write it.
create.
Write it out there only. Master detail. You put it out so that you will be. Go to text. Go to text A. You write there. Yeah. Simple. Master detail. So you know who is master, who is detail.
Right. So customer is master and this one is child. So we will create a master detail, new field, master detail field and on enroll object.
Exactly.
Okay. So what happens? So whenever you create a new record here, you always have to provide customer details because you are making that field.
I mean, automatically it will populate because you're trying to create a new policies. Your customer information should be there for their shop. Without a
No,
customer information, you cannot create it all.
okay, you're creating a new field, right? Master detail. What would be that field? What exactly it does in this?
Give a customer. Just give the customer account or customer info. Only the
So I need to check.
reference of that record would be there.
I need to take something, some existing record from here field, and then I have to create the same field here.
No, no, no. Go to enroll policy, create a new field called as master detail, give the name as customer, and then so it is type what it is account, and then move on. So save it.
Oh,
Okay.
You see that? Go to enroll policy object,
Okay.
and then from there, click on new fields and relationship. You choose master
Right.
detail. Next, you give a customer as a name because you're choosing in the enroll policy, you're choosing customer only. And then
Okay.
again, you say next, and it asks you to which object to select because you are flatly choosing to someone parent. So there you should choose account. Okay, then now from enroll policy to account, you made a relationship. Then save. So in account, what the related list name should be there? Enroll policy is in the related list label. Then you save it. Add this to the page layout. That's it. So when you create a new record of enroll policy, so
Okay.
you would give a policy enroll policy details plus you would have automatically chosen the customer details there.
Okay.
Always,
Okay.
always we go to a customer object. From there only we try to enroll a policy. We don't go separately to do enroll policy. But that way, for this particular customer only, you are enrolling a policy. Automatically the record would be mapped.
Okay. 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 And again, so now you said from policies to enroll, it should be, I mean, lookup relationship.
See again, you can have a master deal, no problem. So when you do a master deal, two types of relationship already you used. So you cannot have a to register claims. You cannot have a master deal there. You're getting a point. Only two times you can use it, right? One is already used for a customer enroll policy. I've used it. One.
Okay.
Now again for enroll policy to register claims, use it another time. If you try to use for a policy and enroll policy, so you may not have getting a chance to do for a enroll policy and register claims
Okay.
because only two times you can use it. Either you are referenced like a child or you are referenced like a master, whatever it is, two times only we can be referenced.
Right. But we have a condition to choose what kind of relation it should be, right?
So yeah, for a lookup to sorry from a policy to enroll policy, make it as a lighter relationship. Lookup is fine.
Okay. So it is not mandate based on the condition you have to decide the relationship, because if you look from enroll to register claims, whenever if you delete a enroll policy here, all the subsequent claims should be deleted. So it has to be master detail
Yeah,
generally,
yeah,
technically if you
yeah,
talk.
yeah, yeah.
And similarly, from policies to enroll policy, if you delete a policy, whatever the policies that are used for enrollment, they has to be deleted. So it can be a master detail generally.
It can be, but it
And
depends
from
on
customer,
how stricter product we are making it. If I'm making a
oh,
very tightly coupled product, I don't care about the policy deleted. All the records should be vanished. If you have such type of model, then you can go with the master detail.
okay, so it has it,
Or else you should have simple ways active and active, so that will save your records. Okay, making active and active what matters. Users also in Salesforce we can't delete a user. If you go, you can simply deactivate a user. That's it. You getting? So I have added
okay.
your user
And
detail.
again, from contact to enroll policy, and again from contact to enroll policy, it can be master detail, but since we already having two master details, it can be lookup again.
Yes.
Or I'll do one thing. I'll make the customer to enroll policy and contact to enroll policy as master detail, and the remaining rest of policy and register claims, I'll make it as lookup.
Okay. However, we have to retain the majority of the values here. So that's the reason we have an active and active concepts because I don't want to lose any
Okay.
customers' data. So if he's very good customers with me for 10 years, I have to call back to him saying, boss, we have another policy. Do you want to take? So that's how I have a customer information lifelong with me.
Okay. Yeah. I think yeah, that was my question. How do we decide who is parent and who is child, and how do we
It all depends on
customer?
the use case, Sandeep.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is an insurance company. We can't do so strict a relationship.
I think there are a lot of other topics we have to cover, but we're just lingering around
No,
here.
it's okay, fine. It's a data model, very, very important, fundamental things. So that's the reason. If I just go flatly on the topic wise and finish it up, end of the day, you guys don't have that much of a depth knowledge of what we're talking about. In a project scenario, this model, why this is. So tomorrow, if you get into a project, you can ask a question, why. So they will answer surely, like how I'm answering. They should answer surely for you. And that is not making sense to you. You can raise a point. I feel this is how it is. You can raise. Somehow the conversation will come to a point. Then they will satisfy you, or you will satisfy the answers to them. Something that's how it should be. You can't say that everything for us is okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's it.
So yeah, your no, in an ideal way, your project is insurance project is cannot have so tightly coupled project. So make somewhere is lighter, and always you have to have a checkbox like say is active, is active, is active. For enroll policy, also make sure you have is active policy.
Okay. Hello.
For a policy, also make as is active. For customers, also make as is active. So this way, we are really designing the insurance product where my customers are making as an active. That doesn't mean I'm not deleting a record. Ideally, only system admins and other higher level guys only can delete a record. Very, very in a rare case, we should delete that record. Now, question is why we should delete that record. That's a big time question. We can't delete a user at all. We have to raise a request to Salesforce. Salesforce has to delete the user records in the productions. So many dummy users, if you just loaded it, but still you can only deactivate the users. You're fed up and then you're asking to Salesforce boss, I don't want this record anymore. Please delete all these records. So you raise a support request to Salesforce, they delete the record in later stage. And it's an extreme state, right? To delete a user. I don't want.
Yeah.
So like that only. I don't want to delete a customer. So I will have active or inactive. So a bunch of customers will have active and active. So that's how we say over 10 years I have 5 billion customers. All the 5 billion customers are not active. They cannot be active or inactive also. Okay, so just prepare this, give an object connections directly, and then make sure show the ER diagram in the schema. So that's how it will make sense to us.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So okay, see you all tomorrow. So with gem seals, point that we'll see tomorrow, and then we'll stop with this, and I expect results that you're gonna bring it up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone. Yeah. Bye bye.